everyone. Welcome to Vlogmas days 24 and 25. It is actually the 25th today, so Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I actually didn't come on yesterday because it was a travel day for us. We traveled to Wisconsin and it was kind of a stressful drive. We had to take two cars because we were picking up some furniture and the roads were still not great from the blizzard and storm that came through, and so it was really stressful. There was black ice in places, there were slippery spots, there was blowing snow. At one time, my husband was traveling in front of me, and there was a SUV between us that hit ice and totally spun out around in between both lanes on the highway while we were going, highway speed between the two of us. So that was really traumatic. We made it safely. We are here. I think that you will have seen some footage. One of my sons was sitting with me in the front of our van, so he took some video of the drive. And then we did some cooking last night. We had our cookie feast, but we are just getting ready to have breakfast. But I wanted to pop on here real quick and open up day 24 of the Very Fun Yarns Advent. And I apologize, there is a full skein for day 25, but in my haste to pack, I forgot to take it with me. So when I get back on the next podcast, I will show that to you, which will work out okay anyway because I will be having some extra skeins of that in the shop come next week. So you'll get to see it, and if you like it, you can get one of your own. So let's see day 24. Day 24 is called Tropical Vacation. And I could use one of those today. And it is this pretty tonal kind of blue-green color. I apologize, the light is kind of wonky where I am in this room. But the message for today says, who doesn't love a good game night? Whether you enjoy the traditional board games or online gaming with friends from afar, today is the day to pull out your favorites. I love anything word-related. Categories, bananagrams, herd mentality are at the top, while card games like Skip-Bo and Phase 10 are not far behind. With 4 boys, a good game of Mario Kart is not outside my wheelhouse either. What are your favorite games? Fire up some popcorn and drinks and settle in for a night of fun. So yeah, you probably have seen some footage in the last couple days of family Mario Kart adventures. We have 4 wheels, and so there's 6 of us. So one of my children doesn't necessarily like to play very often, so we'll kind of trade out the rest of us to play. But I am always Peach, and that is I'm not very good, but it's fun. And the boys like it. So anyway, yeah, that's where we're at right now, and I will probably be sharing some things with you later today of what we get into, and then I'll try and come to you one more time tonight before I sign off and kind of show you my progress on my blanket, because it's blanket binge week, people. So get those blankets going. So, yeah, I will see you in a little bit, and until then, have a very merry day wherever you are. Bye, everybody. Hello again, everyone. I hope you're having a great Christmas day. It is the evening now. I think it's about 5:30, and we are just getting ready for our dinner. We're not having anything too exciting. It's just the 6 of us and then my husband's parents. But since we don't eat a ton of meat, we do eat fish. We're not having like a ham or a turkey or something like that. We are heavy on the sides. So we're having mashed potatoes and gravy and stuffing. I think my youngest picked out some peas he wanted, and then we're going to have some almond crusted mahi-mahi to go with for those of us who eat fish. So my husband is cooking that upstairs right now. I can sort of hear him working. But I wanted to pop on quick to record a little bit to show you what I have been working on. So I have been mostly, today at least, working on my pixie dust blanket. And if you have been watching Vlogmas for the month, you will know that my pixie dust blanket is a modification that I made with Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears, their Patreon page. She has some what they call platinum pattern collections for their patrons only, and she has one called the Pixie Dust Cowl. So what I did is I opened it up and I added a few repeats to make it into a blanket, and it is so beautiful. I am making it out of the Lavender Loon Winter Solstice Countdown. And when I got here, I was down here in, I think this was color 5, and now I am into color 7. So yeah, I finished the pink this morning, and then I started into the little bit darker, like purpley color. Let's see if you can see that. It's really blowing out in here, but this is going to be so nice. And I was looking at it, and I think it is going to be a pretty good width for me. I was afraid that it might be a little too skinny, but I think it's turning out really good, and it's giving me all kinds of ideas for possible pattern ideas for next year. After I had done my Very Fun Yarns countdown kit this year, I kind of swore to myself I'm never doing this again, because it is a lot of work to not only come up with 24 or 25 new colors, but also to just package them up and to get all the details and everything ready. It takes a lot of time. So I was not going to do it, but I kind of have an idea brewing in my head for next year already, and we will see if it comes to fruition. But I definitely am excited and thinking about it, and maybe even I might try my hand at designing a pattern to go with it to include in the kit if I do it. So anyway, that's the main thing I've been working on. But yesterday, and I feel like I'm kind of ready to do something a little different tonight. I think I'm going to work on these again, but I have been working on my Christmas socks, which I started back in Thanksgiving, and I haven't gotten as far as I wanted to. I wanted them to be done for Christmas, but my socks and the yarn that I picked out, it is Christmassy, but I think I'm gonna wear them all year round because it's not overtly Christmassy. So these are my Christmas socks, and this is the Gingerbread House colorway by Jude of Stranded Dye Works. And my double points are kind of weapons right now, but you can see a little bit better there that I'm doing a like a broken rib, and this will be in my pattern page that I link below, but it is 2 rounds completely knit and then 2 rounds of knit 3 purl 2, so you can kind of see. And I plan on just I'm doing it only on the front, so it'll be all the way down my foot on the front, and then I added in, so since I came to you last, I talked about these, I was kind of like up here, so I did this, and I did the heel, and I did this chunk of the foot. So yeah, I think I'm kind of in the mood for just a shorter rows maybe, because my blanket is kind of long rows. So I'm going to work on the blanket a little bit more, and then, you know, when I'm feeling like a need to switch, I will switch. The other thing I was going to share is that for the blanket binge, if you are joining us for that, if you have multiple blankets you're working on, I would love to hear how you are deciding which one to work on when, because if you remember, I have 7 current blankets on the needle or hook, And I specifically only took one of the blankets with me when I came here yesterday because I knew we'd only be here for like 2 days, less than 48 hours. And I knew I probably wouldn't have time to make progress on anything if I was knitting on too many. So I just took some socks and I took this one that I was working on. But I kind of think I like the idea of working. I was going to do like so much on each blanket project every day, but I think I like the idea of working on one project each day. And since I have 7 projects, I almost can, switch through them, and I get kind of one solid day for each one, which certainly does not seem like enough. So I kind of feel like 2023 is going to have either a blanket day of the week or a blanket week of the month. I haven't decided yet. So if you have suggestions, please leave them below. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on. We've just been relaxing. I took a really nice nap this afternoon. I woke up with like all 3 cats around me, like one behind my legs, one on my legs, and one right next to me. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, so I am going to go upstairs and help my husband finish making dinner tonight. And I will hopefully get a little bit more stuff in here. And if I don't come to you again, I'm going to try to finish editing this and uploading it today before we leave to go back to Minnesota. However, there is a possibility it might not come out until the 26th when we get home because the internet here is not super great, and I only have my iPad with me, not my laptop, and so editing stuff might be a little bit more time consuming. So, but it's going to come to you when it comes to you. So wherever you are, I hope you're having a fabulous day, whether it is still Christmas, it is Boxing Day if you're in the UK or Australia, or whatever day it is. And I will talk to you soon. Goodbye, everybody.